call the Planning Commission meeting for July 10th, 2025 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For the record, let's note that Mr. Vandenborough and Mr. Husby are not here this evening. I, because of my age, have been declared the temporary chair. Has everybody had a chance to review the agenda? Are there any suggested changes or? I would suggest that we delete number 8 under old business because we are not going to have any Planning Commission interviews this evening.
And Mr. Chair, just one quick item. That was just going to be a quick update for the Planning Commission about the future interviews.
Okay, so we'll keep it on the agenda.
That would be
then.
great.
Okay.
That would be great. Thank you.
Are there any changes then in the agenda as we received it?
I make a motion we approve the agenda.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The Planning Commission minutes from our May 8th meeting. Is there any changes or corrections or anything that anyone thinks we need to change in that?
Mr. Chair, I think there was a correction sheet.
Right.
That,
You should have a correction on page 4, which shows the roll call vote on the first motion at that meeting. It shows that the yes is carried, and it actually was the nays that carried. And so the yeses would have been Kramer and Van Dyke, and the nays Husby, Nelson, and Vandenborough. And that's a change. Those were nays, and that's a change in the minutes. Is that the only one? Any other changes?
Make a motion we approve the minutes with the correction.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Department and Commission liaison people. Mr. Liljegren.
I have nothing to report, actually. I'll defer to the administrator.
Yep,
Mr. Administrator?
Chair, yep, Mr. Chair and Planning Commission members, the council recently appointed a new mayor, Chuck Doherty, as mayor, replacing after the unfortunate passing of former Mayor McCumber. So we have the opportunity now to fill Council Member Doherty's old seat on the council, which we have accepted applications. We received 5 applications from residents. So council at their next work session meeting will be reviewing those applications and determining next steps in the process. So that is all that I have this evening.
And that appointment will be until 2026 when they would have to run. Is that correct?
Yep, there will be a special election, yes, the next city election. So there would be a special election then for the mayor's seat. So they would run for a year and a half. Then
Okay.
they would be in that seat.
Okay.
So a special election for the mayor's seat and a special election then for new Mayor Doherty's old council member seat.
Okay. Thank you. Next, we have visitor comments. Anybody that wants to talk basically about anything besides what we're having our public hearing about this evening is welcome. Mr. Runk, did you have anything you wanted to present to us?
No, I'm not going to ask.
You're not going to be like some other people in the audience when they're...
When we have council meetings.
Yeah. Okay, that we'll move on to our public hearings. We have a public hearing scheduled for Cryptic Stock Movement LLC, looking for a CUP for their. It's all in the agenda there. At this point, then at 6:05, I will open the public hearing.
Mr. Chair, would you like me to make some introductory
Yes,
comments?
would you like to comment?
Thank you. Kyle Wang of Cryptic Stock Movement has made the application for a conditional use permit for a cannabis retail dispensary. It's at 14729 60th Street North. Be at the Stillwater Crossings Shopping Center, proposed to occupy 1,880 square feet of the northeast corner of that multi-tenant building. A couple code sections. Section 1413 regulates the operation of cannabis and hemp businesses, and our zoning ordinance in section 401 addresses the zoning requirements. Adjacent uses are Highway 36 to the north, Osgood Avenue to the east, Anderson Corporation offices to the south and west. The area is designated as commercial on the proposed land use map. Property is zone B2. As I said, we do have the newer section of the zoning ordinance that lists cannabis retailers as a conditional use in that B2 district. Cryptic Stock Movement has received pre-approval from the Minnesota Office of Cannabis Management for a micro business license that includes retail endorsement. Definition of micro business allows for both growing and sales of cannabis products, but the B2 only allows for the retail aspect, so a condition will be placed limiting that allowed use. The conditional use permit criteria are listed from the ordinance, and that's up for discussion if we want to go through that in more detail. The minimum buffer requirements, starting to go through the zoning criteria. This particular business meets all the buffer requirements of the ordinance. Noise and any generation noise will be condition approval. Odor the same way. Hours of operation states that limited to retail sales between the hours of 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. That's reflected in a condition. Signage will need to qualify, as well as lighting, security, outdoor use. Parking is, in terms of the zoning ordinance, they're well within the allowances for parking. 40 parking spaces are required for the entire shopping center, and there's 94 spaces. List some of the other types of items that we usually look at. Tree preservation, landscape. There's no landscaping involved with this. Grading and drainage. It's an existing shopping center. They're just going into a lease space in that area. Grading and drainage isn't changing. Utilities aren't affected. Mechanical equipment or trash and recycling. But again, we typically look at those elements and include those as part of the conditions. So there is a list of conditions within the report. We discussed those with the city attorney and our city administrator, and felt that these were reasonable conditions for this use, mainly reflecting what the ordinance says. So at this point, do you have any questions?
Anyone have any questions?
I do not.
So if they buy the cannabis, like, they're not like the shop that sells the cigars in the same complex there, they can't use that on site, can they?
I guess I'm not following you, Jen.
So if they buy a cannabis product, can they use it on site, or do they have to
They
take it?
cannot use it on site. That's one
Okay,
of the conditions.
okay, that was my only question.
Yeah.
Any others?
And the applicants are here to answer any questions that you might have, so.
Now, after you've finished, let us open the public hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anyone that has a comment that they would like to make? Would the applicants like to make any comments or address the planning commission?
We're just here to answer questions if you have them.
Does anybody have any questions for the applicants? Okay. Is there any further discussion about the proposal?
I must say that, I think we're fortunate that this is the first cannabis business to come into the community. They really have come prepared. They have experience in the industry. We had, generally with a brand new type of business and a business such as this, had questions, and they answered them very well, and mainly our police chief too. We wanted to make sure the police chief had a one-on-one with them, and he was very satisfied with their level of security and other matters. So I think we're I would say that we're fortunate to have this business as probably our first cannabis business.
I look forward to the tax revenue.
We hope it's a lot.
Well, I think when you read through their proposal, it basically covers everything.
Very professionally done, yeah.
And this is an area that is supremely regulated by the state and city ordinance, and it seems like everything is there, so.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, too, one final thing that I'd add is a lot of these requirements are just passed down from the state. So we have some flexibility, as you know, when we went through the whole process of creating our ordinance, but a lot of the regulations were kind of restricted by the state
Right.
already. I echo what Planner Richards said. They've been a great applicant to work with, and yeah, we recommend approval.
Is there any other discussion? Motion?
You have to close the public hearing.
I close the public hearing. Now, is there a motion on the proposal?
Make a motion, we approve.
I second that motion.
Any further discussion? All those in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And let the record reflect that it was unanimous, so that we know that there was a quorum of 3 people. Welcome and good luck.
And this would go
Will this
to,
be on the next council meeting agenda?
I was just going to say July 22nd.
July 22nd.
Yeah, agenda, yes.
Yes, we just recommend, as you know.
Yep, and certainly for the petitioner, encourage you to be at the city council meeting on July 22nd. And then
Okay. Further any new business? Seeing none, there's none on the agenda. We'll go to old business and an update from the city administrator concerning interviews for the planning commission.
Yep, Mr. Chair, Planning Commission members, so we have 2 applicants for our Planning Commission. It's been kind of hard with, we don't have meetings, every month, and then when we do have meetings, if folks are absent, want everyone to be there and be a part of the interview process. So my thought now was that we just send out like a doodle poll or some kind of poll to pin down some dates where we could all be here on an off night, off Planning Commission night, just have interviews over in the conference room, interview the 2 candidates, and make a recommendation here going forward. So that's the thought process here from staff, and just wanted to update the Planning Commission on that process.
And there are will be 2 open seats, is that correct?
So let's see, just yours.
Okay.
And mine.
And when are
I was supposed to stay
Commissioner Van Dyke?
for another year, but
Did we
I said if anybody applies, take my position, please.
Well, we'll see, we'll go through the interviews and we kind of go from there.
Okay.
That's my thought,
Okay.
so.
Okay, if anybody watching, send your name in to city administrator and we'll interview you as well.
That's all I have.
Any information that anybody has? I think we should point out that, again, that it's difficult for the planning commission to work kind of shorthanded, and we just encourage our members to come to the meetings when they, anyway. Anything else? Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Third,
Did you move to adjourn?
I'll make a motion. He made a motion, I second his motion.
There you
Okay.
go.
All in favor of the motion to adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 6:14.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.